Andrew, can you tell me a little bit about the Hustlers University, whatever that is? Not in a promotional capacity. I know that like you're doing the rounds on Twitch, and I know that that's probably giving you a big boost. But I want to understand, you know, because you are a businessman. I want to understand how you generate revenue. Is it okay to get this information for free, or do I have to pay $50 and then maybe get an affiliate link and get other people to also join so I can make a 10% cut off of them also joining Hustlers University?
You can find everything on the website, and you can join if you want more information. That's fine.
So you don't want to share this information for free right now. You don't want to educate me on that.
I don't want to sit here and spend the next hour you trying to accuse me of some bull.
I'm not. I'm here to learn. Andrew, you are a brilliant mind. Maybe a little rattled from the numerous concussions, but brilliant nonetheless.
Oh, all right. So let's not detract the bravery of men who do things you're afraid to do. That's the first thing.
No. You are absolutely incredibly brave. You still might have CTE, but you are incredibly brave. I appreciate it.
I mean, whatever. It's fine.
I'm simply here to learn from you.
Yo, can we stop with the sarcastic?
No, I'm literally, but that's the truth.
Bro, you're being so sarcastic though. Like, why are you being so sarcastic? Like,
I'm not. I'm literally.
Bro, you just
come on. Come on. I'm asking questions.
All of the car crashes I've been involved in, all the times my car was hit, and all the negative experience I've had on the road, women were at fault. I don't want to go too political on a stream that's going to get taken down. So I'm not saying that I can't find a female race car driver. I'm not saying that.
That's not what I'm saying either. I'm not talking about like statistical anomalies. I'm straight up talking about the overwhelming amount of evidence that suggests that women are more careful drivers than men. You keep resorting back to your personal anecdotes. So let me walk you through this, right?
Brother,
Do you agree that human beings have biases?
Do me a favor.
Okay. But hey, I respected your time. Do you want to answer my question? Do you believe that human beings have biases?
Remember this waste of a human being, Andrew Tate?
Why can't I be a hustler? I want to be a hustler like you. I want to be a top G, a top bloke, a proper bloke.
You can find out more on the website. I would like the stream to get fun again. If you want to discuss this,
you don't think your educational content is fun for people to consume?
I think everyone's saying kick him. Read the chat. Have you guys read the chat on your stream?
You want me to leave that bad? I'll if you want me to leave that bad, I'll leave.
Your little comebacks, no one's interested in them. You haven't won anything.
It's okay. Andrew, if you want, we can have a conversation. We can have a conversation again in the future if you'd like. If you're brave enough, I guess.
HU has an affiliate program for some people if they want to affiliate, like everything else in the world. We have over 100,000 students making more than they invest each month. If they didn't make more than they invest, they wouldn't sign up. One of the most successful online educational platforms in history.
Are there multiple layers?
Learn how to make some money yourself if you want to join and have more information. It's all on corporatate.com. You can find out yourself. I've just told you about HU. We do have an affiliate program. You can find out more on corporatate.com.
So it is a multi-level marketing scheme. Got it. I just wanted to figure out if it was truly a pyramid scheme. It would be inappropriate of me to assume that it's a pyramid scheme without having you explain it in such terms, but thank you.
When he received pushback from someone who does this for a living, he absolutely crumbled. Stateside,
President Trump's pick to lead the Office of Special Counsel, it comes after Politico reported on racist text messages Ingrassia allegedly sent in a group chat with Republican operatives. In one message, Ingrassia allegedly texted that the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday should be tossed into the seventh circle of hell where it belongs. In another, Ingrassia, in a back and forth, allegedly wrote, "I do have a Nazi streak in me from time to time. I will admit it."
I'm going to read you two more of them. In one alleged message, Ingrassia says, quote, "Never trust a Chinaman or Indian, never," end quote. And in another text, Ingrassia writes, quote, "Blacks behave that way because that's their natural state. You can't change them." He then added, according to the chat, quote, "Proof, all of Africa is a and will always be that way," end quote.
Paul Ingrassia, who is tapped to lead the Office of Special Counsel, announcing he is withdrawing his name from consideration after allegations of racism surfaced following a report in Politico where they published a series of text messages he had allegedly sent within a group chat. Ingrassia posting this on X tonight, quote, "I will be withdrawing myself from Thursday's HSGAC hearing, that is in reference to the Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee, to lead the Office of Special Counsel, because unfortunately, I do not have enough Republican votes at this time. All of this comes just one day after that exclusive report with Politico saying that they had reviewed messages Ingrassia sent on a text change that included a half dozen Republican operatives and influencers, with Ingrassia allegedly writing in one, quote, MLK Jr. was the 1960s George Floyd and his holiday should be ended and tossed into the seventh circle of hell where it belongs.
From the very beginning, he was part of the legal team that represented Andrew Tate, a very divisive figure on the far right, who was also accused of sexual harassment, although he has denied all wrongdoing.
Paul Ingrassia is a 30-year-old Cornell Law School graduate, long time, no other word for extremist activist, and has held a couple other positions. He was White House liaison to Department of Justice, and in that capacity, he was advocating for what he called only hiring people with exceptional loyalty to Trump. He boasts of having represented Andrew Tate, the sort of extreme misogynist, anti-Semite influencer. He has advocated for Nick Fuentes, the anti-Semitic activist. He's even advocated for a man named Timothy Hale Cusinelli, a January 6 rioter, convicted, sentenced to 4 years. Viewers might remember him as he liked to style himself as Hitler. He dressed up as Hitler with a Hitler mustache and a Hitler haircut. And so when we hear now Paul Ingrassia saying, I've got a Nazi streak, this isn't news. He's been talking about the importance of America as a place founded by whites.
There is a known bigot in the ranks who loves Andrew Tate. That is a name you may be familiar with, Paul Ingrassia.
And I'll let you guys tell me how to pronounce that. No Malignon holidays, from Kwanzaa, spelled incorrectly, to MLK Jr. Day, to Black History Month, to Juneteenth. Every single one needs to be eviscerated. My understanding is that word I can't pronounce is a Italian slur for black people. So Ingrassia is like dropping old-timey slurs from across the pond on these text messages. Ingrassia, in addition to this, it should be mentioned, also was investigated within this White House. This White House investigates nobody, so it's pretty telling. Apparently, when he in his previous job as the liaison for DHS in the administration, he brought some younger staffers, including younger women, to some kind of meeting or retreat in Orlando at the Ritz-Carlton. When they got to the front desk, the woman learned she didn't have a hotel room, and Ingrassia said that she would be staying with him. They later learned that he had canceled her hotel room and plotted that out to force her to stay with him.
A story that broke from ProPublica is going to show you all the connection between the Trump administration.
Trump's a hero. Trump has saved the Western world. I don't think enough people understand that if he didn't win, it would have been over for the Western world as we know it. Look at all the garbage we just talked about with my case. We talked about innocent until proven guilty being thrown out, democracy being thrown out, all this stuff. That would have been applying to everyone. All of us here would be in jail. Every man with half a backbone would be in jail. It would have been toast. There would have been in every single position of office for no reason. True. DEI everywhere. Once America fell, Europe's already fallen. It would have been over. Trump has saved the world as we know it. That is not an exaggeration. That is not hyperbole. Trump has saved the world. So the reason I am a fan of Trump is not because I agree with every single thing he does, not because I think he's a perfect person, but I can look and say he has saved the world.
And Andrew Tate himself, along with his brother Tristan.
The allegations involve 7 women who prosecutors say were misled and transported to Romania for trafficking, and that some of this occurred in the UK and also the United States. The Tate brothers had been called to the Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism last week. They learned then that some of the human trafficking claims were being dropped, but prosecutors told the Tates at the time that they were planning to add charges.
Recall when the Tate bros left Romania for the United States, and in Florida, CBP seized their electronic devices. Well, we would learn the White House intervened. Robert Federecci and Avi Asher Shapiro printed interviews and records reviewed by ProPublica show a White House official telling senior Department of Homeland Security officials to return the devices to the brothers several days after they were seized. The official who delivered that message, Paul Ingrassia, is a lawyer who previously represented them before joining the Trump White House, where he was working as its DHS liaison. Ingrassia would emphasize that this was not a good use of resources as it pertains to their electronic devices being seized. And in a written request, he wanted the Tate Bros devices returned. And this was coming straight from 1600 Pennsylvania Ave via ProPublica. Ingrassia's intervention on behalf of the Tates caused alarm among officials within DHS that they could be interfering with a federal investigation if they followed through with the instruction, according to interviews and screenshots of contemporaneous communications between officials. Law enforcement experts would go on to say it's highly unusual for the White House to get involved in particular border seizures or demand authorities to give up custody of potential evidence in an investigation. One official who spoke on the condition of anonymity to ProPublica said this is not what they are trained to do, and this person was vehemently against this. Virginia Cantor, a former government ethics lawyer who served in the admin of both parties, would say, and I quote, "The rule of law cannot be carried out if it depends on cronyism. To have a member of the White House interfere when they've had a prior client relationship and some sort of personal relationship, that gives rise to questions of impartiality." Unfortunately, it appears this has happened before. In February, Romania's foreign minister said that President envoy Richard Grenell told him at an international security conference in Germany that he remained interested in the fate of the Tate Bros. "I did not perceive this statement as pressure," the foreign minister said, "just a repeat of a known stance." So they've said this before. Grenell told the Financial Times he had no substantive conversation with the foreign minister, but supported the Tate Bros as evident by my publicly available tweets. Wow. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.